Hello, welcome back to one of my videos. Thanks for tuning into my channel, much appreciated. I just wanted to do a video on titanium, why I have used titanium on some of my builds. And if you're looking into titanium, I wanted to give you some knowledge around it. Why it's better than your OEM fitment mild steel bolts. And I'm just going to do some tests in the vise just to show you how strong it actually is, because a lot of people think that it's actually weak, but when it's actually not. Titanium, there's a lot about titanium. Titanium is an aerospace engineering material. There's lots of different grades you've got to look out for, and the grade that all our stuff is manufactured out of is grade 5. Grade 5 is the alpha material of titanium, so if you're looking to put titanium on your motocross bike or car or push bike or whatever, I recommend you get grade 5. Grade 2 is a lot weaker, and grade 5 is the alpha grade of titanium. The titanium is usually used in jet engines because it's great for high temperatures and it's very hard wearing. With all this titanium here, I design and get this all manufactured across Europe. This is a factory image racing brand. So if you're looking to get some titanium and you're going to send me a message and say, well, where are you getting that titanium from? You get it from your local dealer, but if you're looking to see what we actually stock, we stock all sorts, spindle nuts, brake pins, bolts, flange bolts, M10 bolts, you name it. We definitely have the biggest range of titanium for motocross bikes in the UK for sure, if not Europe. I haven't seen a range like ours out there yet. So if you pop onto oro2u.com, so that's oro2u.com, scroll down the main page there, you'll see a category titanium, and then you'll see all the stuff we do. We do stuff for KTM, Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, lots of different makes and models. As well as that, pick the stuff on there, get the part number, and then go to your local dealer in the UK who you regularly use and say, can you get this FIR titanium for us off ORO2U? ORO2U is a distributor to all the retail shops around the UK and Europe. If you're in America or Australia or something like that, you would obviously have to try and generate a good order, so like a couple of £100 worth of titanium, and then we can sort you out and get that shipped out to you, because we don't actually have any dealers, any wholesale dealers in the Europe or America. So unless you're a motorbike shop yourself and you're in Europe or Australia, please pop us a message and we'll get your account set up and we'll go from there. So anyway, I'm going to do a video of testing the titanium. I'll give you a close-up of this titanium here now, so you can see. So again, the reason why I use this is because the titanium edges will always stay sharp. So like this is a spindle nut, and these edges will always stay sharp, they won't corrode, and they will always look like this. Nice, clean, sharp finish. We do all sorts. Nice flange bolt there. What else we got here? M10 bolts. All sorts. And the reason why I do use this on a bike, it looks real trick. Very good reliability. The threads don't stretch. Usable over and over again. And that's why I use it. As well as that, people usually put it on the bike because it's lighter, but personally I don't look at it that way. I look at it for reliability. You know, if you change all your bolts on your bike, you probably save yourself a couple of pounds, and I personally don't think it's worth it. But the titanium is great. I love the material. Hell of a nice finish. It's milled. It is expensive, but you know, you're buying a quality product at the end of the day, and if you buy little bits and pieces, slowly but surely you will come to making a nice bike. So I'll set you up here now. Got the vise there, just lower you. So what we're going to do first So I've got a titanium nut and bolt there, flange bolt, nylon, it's just your regular, and 2 titanium washers. So what we're going to do is to set this up in here, and then we'll get the torque wrench then as well. With titanium as well, it's also important that you do all the bolts up to your recommended torque settings. This here is your regular mild steel bolt that will come standard fitted to your bike. 2 washers either side there, and then we just got your regular M6 nut. So what we'll do first, I've got a torque wrench here, and we'll just start doing up bit by bit. Get a socket, spanner in. So with the, we want 8mm there. So we'll just do this one up. And we can see actually which one does which one out. So the titanium should hold up before this mild steel one. Just nip them up here. Snipped up. We'll do them both at the same time, and then I'll just work up the torque settings. It's a nice test. Right, so we will go down a bit, so about there, wait for this one to click. What I'm doing there, I'm going the wrong side of that one, so I'll just put that one there, and then that's up. A bit too tight there maybe. Slacken them off a bit more. Nip this one up. Nipped. Oh, this one's gone already. Oh, there we go. That one's gone already, guys. That one didn't even make the click. That's very, very, very poor. So that's your regular flange bolt that you put in your clutch cover or your ignition cover case or your engine bolts. That's your standard one. This one here, literally withstanded that one by miles. So you can see actually how strong it is. So we'll carry on tightening this one up until it snaps. So we've just adjusted that up a bit more. It's impressive, I tell you. A bit more. That is tight. Smooch more. There we go. So that got there to, what are we on there? What are we on there? Newton meters, and we're on just above 27 Newton meters. So that goes to show actually how strong it is. The next test I'm going to do is I've got a mild steel bolt, which is your regular bolt again in a engine cases, your long bolts, and then we've got a equivalent of the same. I'm going to drop these both in here, try and set them up somewhat the same height. Nip him up there. Just move this stuff off here. It's going to go everywhere. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bang that one and then I'm going to bang this one, and then we'll just keep on doing it until whichever one gives up first. So that one's bent. Yeah, you can see it there. I'm banging them the same force, and you can see the mild steel one is bending. The titanium one is just bouncing off. So I'm getting a bit harder now. So you can see actually how strong it actually is. This is why they use it in jet engines. Let's have a look at that there now. Look at that. So this one here, let me just see if you can see them tidily there. Where are you there? That one there has split. This one here has just done a bend. So it just goes to show actually how strong titanium is for you. So even though it's lighter, I can feel the weight differences in them. This is a lot lighter than this. It's amazing how this material works, and this is what you're paying for with titanium. It's such a rare material, and yeah, you know, it's amazing. That's why I use it, because it's got so much to add. It looks a hell of a lot better in your run-of-the-mill factory fitted fixings. And yeah, as well as this, when you're using titanium on your motocross bike, it's always good to use a little bit of mild Loctite or use a copper grease. So on fine pitch threads, I would use copper grease. And then if you're using like a metric coarse thread, I would use a little bit of mild Loctite. And the reason being is from that, the mild steel threads will kind of sit in the nut nice and tight, and it'll stretch. But with the titanium, because it's a more of a brittle material, it doesn't tend to stretch. So it's always good to put some kind of compound in there for the threads to sit into a bit more. So I'll just quickly zoom you back into the titanium there. Again, guys, all factory image racing fixings are made from grade 5, the best material you can use on the market, and that's the brand you want to be looking for. What we got there, we have a standard flange bolt there, M8 by, what's that, 85. We have a brake pin there. What's this? This is a 55mm brake pin, so that'll be used for Kawasaki brake pins. Yeah, so there we go. That's the beauty about it. Again, guys, with Allen heads, so this is a sprocket bolt nut. The Allens will not round off like your mild steel ones will. And again, with if you're thinking, oh, actually, I might use stainless steel, titanium is still better than your stainless steel fixings. The Allens don't round off. The heads always stay nice and crisp and sharp. And you've got to remember as well, each one of these bolts are milled individually. So these go into a mill, and then a cutter comes around the top and then cuts all the different sides. You can't forge this stuff. You can't. It's not like your mild steel bolts, where these would just be put in a die and punched out. The titanium is done by milling. So this would have been some stock bar. It would have been lathed down, and then it would have been milled to create the head. So that's what you're paying for when you're looking at titanium. So this nut here is roughly about £15, but that there will always look like that. You won't have to buy another one once you have one in titanium. And say if you're on a KTM, majority of the KTM stuff swaps over. So if you go to sell your bike, you can put all your mild steel stuff back on and put your old titanium from your old bike onto your new bike. So yeah, what we've got there, that's a Honda front spindle nut. This is the beauty about it, and that's a titanium lug nut for an ATV. So yeah, I appreciate you tuning in to watch this video, just to have a quick ganders of the actual strength of titanium and just a little bit of my knowledge on it if you're thinking about getting some titanium for your bike. So yeah, thanks for tuning into this channel and watching this video, guys. Give us a thumbs up and please hit that notification bell and subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers I get, the more videos I will do on little bits and pieces and bike builds and all sorts. So yeah, thanks for watching.